Good morning, crypto land, and welcome to the Crypto Apostle. I am the Crypto Apostle. We are the smallest non-FUD channel in the interwebs. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and join me in our journey of crypto. How is everyone out there? I saw Christopher came on early. I see Mark. I see we've got a bunch of people that have popped on. Glad to have you with us. Got all sorts of crazy stuff going on here in the crypto world, including our good friend, the evil Muskie, who had to do this last night. What does it mean? God help me. What the heck does it mean? He's ridiculous. He's doing a breakup, and then he's doing a I miss you. This is as bad as the 1990s when Alan Greenspan was the Federal Reserve Chairman here in America, and everyone was trying to translate him. And I kid you not, because literally I went back to an article from the early 2000s on NPR that was translating Alan Greenspan's speak. And I have a feeling that within a short order of time, we are going to end up with people trying to figure out how to translate Mr. Musk, which is really just, I can't anymore. I just really can't anymore. Can you people please stop fudding about? Please stop fudding about. I mean, literally, when will Elon Musk finally no longer have any influence on Bitcoin? He's getting everyone numb. Everyone is literally getting numb to his influence. We really are. And eventually, apparently, whatever happened after this tweet was barely a movement at all because people are just tired of him. People just want him to go back to doing what he was doing, which was making cars and making spaceships. And maybe he should just stick to that and leave us alone. Please leave us alone. Right on the side, of course, you see largest Bitcoin event in history kicks off in Miami. 50,000 Bitcoin influencers are in Miami right now. It is the largest conference in Bitcoin history. And as we have here, Mayor Francis Suarez, who is making Miami into the Bitcoin capital of the world, he's asked us to bring the largest Bitcoin conference in history to a city. You'll remember, I think it was mid last year at some point, Miami said that they would, actually it's a little further than that. I'm now remembering this was like 2-3 years ago. Wow. It's amazing how this entire last year we can make just disappear. Thank you, pandemic. It was about 3 years ago, Miami said that they were going to possibly pay, I think it was civic workers, pay their city workers in Bitcoin, and I think they were willing to take tax money in Bitcoin. Good morning, JDMR VSC. Hey, everyone. And Mark says, yep, I got in early and took profits when it hit. Wow. Oh, yeah, you're talking about your 2,000% gains on Tesla. Good for you, man. Hey, it's good hearing about people making money. I'm always excited when I get to hear about people making money. Bloomberg unveils June crypto report analyzing fate of Bitcoin, rise of Ethereum. A couple of interesting things in this article. Number 2, Ethereum is rapidly moving towards number 1 market cap status and has been a top driver of the Bloomberg Galaxy Crypto Index in 2021. Bitcoin is more likely to resume appreciating towards 100,000 resistance rather than sustaining below 20,000. We all want to hear that. Apparently, everyone is calling the 30,000 area a nice support. Bloomberg also notes that as Ethereum gains on Bitcoin's share of the market, the asset's 10-day average trading volume has doubled since the start of 2021. No kidding. A lot of money coming in, edging on 80% of Bitcoin's 10-day trading volume. So that means that 80% of volume, of Bitcoin's trading volume, Ethereum now has 80% of Bitcoin's 10-day trading volume. That's amazing. Money is flowing in. Business news outlet does estimate the asset may range for a while between 2,000 to 4,000, the high end of which will likely act as strong resistance for ETH. So, ETH, strong buy between 2,000 and 4,000. The Ethereum improvement protocol is due out, I believe, in, I think it was like 40 some odd days. So there could be the big price movement past 4,000 in just a little over a month. Bitcoin's recent retrace towards the low 30,000 area is actually a sign of extended bull market that will lead the top cryptocurrency to the $100,000 level. And as most of us know who love to follow the stock to flow market, stock to flow ratio indicator, we're expecting a lot higher than that. Yeah. These crypto assets are set to surge 5 to 10 times. Ooh, we like those. Aave, Yearn Finance, and YFII, which is another yield. It's a yield aggregator. Yeah, the entire DeFi sector is still ready to make a very big break to the upside. Not only Wi-Fi, Yearn Finance, not only YFII, also Aave is still looking very strong. Also, they noted Link and Band Protocol as other strong movers. So if you guys are looking for the Bitcoin base trading, your Link, your Band, your YFI, and your Aave should definitely be in. I think this is a good time for us to talk about. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give financial advice. I do crypto content, and it's opinion, so take it what you will. Yeah. But I'll tell you that I'm probably using those in my Bitcoin base because I want more Bitcoin. I don't want more dollars. I already got enough dollars. Institutions gobbling up Cardano and 2 additional altcoins during crypto market plunge. Overall, the amount of ADA, DOT, and XRP under management is valued at 27 million, 41 million, and 45 million. It's only 27 million assets under management on the ADA for institutions. But I think we're all going to see, as the smart contracts are added onto Cardano here within the next kind of month and a half, that those dollar numbers are going to expand dramatically. Dramatically. That's what we like to see. Yeah. Moving right along. This is the thing I hate talking about. The Pi Cycle Top Indicator. It's back in the news. I can't stand this. But, you know, it's a fresh market, so even though things might be right or wrong once or twice, they are getting dialed in. So this says that the 111-day moving average orange line continues to rapidly drop below the 350-day moving average green line. This sets up the ability for it to do another top. So I've pulled this open a little bit. And I should probably just kind of, I wonder if I can, let's see if this works. Ooh, it does work. There we go. We'll make that a little bigger. There we go. So what it is saying is that as this orange line keeps dipping further away from the green line, we're setting ourselves up for another top, because they'll be able to cross yet again. So maybe what we will discover is that the Pi Cycle Top Indicator is more like a Pi Cycle Peak Indicator, and is indicating, maybe it becomes a good indicator for when corrections are afoot. Maybe that will be a good thing. Maybe that's what that means. Who knows? We're all grasping at straws and grasping at tea leaves. Yeah. So that is something I've already talked about. Let's look at the charts. Bitcoin did peak out of the wedge that I had it in. This lovely little triangular thing means it could fall out the bottom and still peak back in before it makes any movement, which we would expect at this point to be a movement up. It is consolidating. The volume is going down. So I would say that maybe we retest the 35,000 range, 34,000 range before we pop back in to the end of the wedge and then pop out, hopefully. But at least what we're seeing is higher lows. These higher lows are what we really want to see. Those are lovely, 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 lovely things. So get happy, get bullish. That's what we want to be. Ethereum is also doing higher lows, as you can see. It is inside of this is a swing low to swing high that started back in April, and it seems to be trading within that right now. That seems to be the biggest area of trading within. So 2,500 to 2,900, and it looks like it's bouncing around inside of that for a little bit. Remember, as it tests up and down, it will eventually go up and down outside of it. Oh, go figure. The joys. Hey, Rosalie, thank you for coming in and joining us. Hope you are doing well. Yeah, Cardano. Also, higher lows. These are good things, guys. We want to see the higher lows. I know it did a price breakdown within the last day, but really we want to see those higher lows. As long as we are seeing these higher lows, we should be bullish, we should be happy, we should be excited about where things are going. Between the two exchanges, very little is different for arbitrage. It's kind of fun watching Cardano as an arbitrage opportunity. Matic is at $1.60. That also was really consolidating hard into this wedge pattern here and definitely fell out. That is probably somewhere around there. Yeah, and definitely fell out. So who knows? But that is a higher low, so that must be the Musk tweet. The Musk tweet must have happened. I'm on the 4 hour, so it must have happened about 12 hours ago, which I think it did happen exactly 12 hours ago. So he's a pain in the butt. But if that's true, then really coming out of this, that's not that much influence. He wasn't able to really get it out of the trend. We're in the trend on Bitcoin. We may be out of the trend on Matic, but we're in the trend on Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance is right across, right flat. We are flat. Ethereum dominance, flat and up. And Cardano dominance is up. We are doing quite well with Cardano. Yeah, Litecoin. Aave, which we just talked about, is also right within its kind of expected zone where we touch. All of these are touches, so we'll kind of pop that in there. This is approximate. And yeah, see, that the problem is, where is that? But we're very happy. It's lower, higher lows. See, I haven't had nearly enough coffee this morning. I need to have more coffee before I do these. Having tracker. It's always kind of interesting to look at. This one compares averages to where we are between 2012, 2016, 2020. You'll see we're over here. The blue is kind of hard to read. But we did, right around the same period in 2012, have a biggish correction. We're right around in here. And also in 2016 we did as well. So we were expecting a bit of a correction right around now. But then from there, we are expecting to go in some form of parabolic. And it seems like we're front-running 2016, but we're a little behind on 2012. So maybe we see something that's peaking up right around 450 to 500 days. 400 to 450, 400, yeah. We'll see it right around here. This is the 450 days past. And we are currently at about 400 days past. So 50 more days. Yeah, I think about 50 more days. And this correction seems to be almost done. I mean, if any of these things are right, the corrections were pretty brief, and then popped up. So maybe another week or two of this crud that we deal with. More coffee is always the answer. Yes, it is, Mark. Yes, it is. So, yeah, this was an interesting one. 50,000 influencers at Miami Bitcoin conference versus Elon tweeting a broken heart lesson. People with money move markets, not loud social media influencers. Yeah, that's the truth. At this point, 50,000 influencers at a Bitcoin conference are not moving the price, but Elon Musk tweeting out his stupid little breakup, whatever the heck he means. No one knows what he means. We shouldn't even obsess over it. Yeah, that actually moved the market. He didn't even put money in or out. He's probably just buying more. jerk. Yep. So exchange balance. We are seeing some really interesting exchange balance. Over the last 2 days, we have seen money moving from exchanges, almost 10,000 Bitcoin. That's the 2560 down to 2553. So almost 10,000 Bitcoin is coming off the exchange. Now, something interesting about this, let's zoom out, look at the 2-year, is that for most of this, you see as the price is going up, we are losing out the Bitcoin from the exchanges. It bottoms out. Then as we've been in the midst of doing our correction, the exchanges have been buying more Bitcoin, which is what we should expect to see, really. And at a certain point, that price is going to be juicy and people are going to be buying off the exchanges again. And I'll bet if we go back during the previous, let's pull up to 5 years. If we go here and we look at the last bull cycle, we may very well see similar, but not in quite the same way. The thing about our current is that we really did hit the peak of Bitcoin, period, back in March of 2020. And we may never see that level of Bitcoin on exchanges ever again. I was at the Bonnie yesterday and talking about the gamma squeeze that happened in the traditional markets. And we're about to see a supply squeeze in our own market. So that is on the way. Net unrealized profit loss, Newpol. Good news on the Newpol. We are starting to test heading back into belief again. We are leaving optimism, anxiety, and heading towards belief. So let's hope that we get there, because that'll be a great indicator we're heading towards. Price pump. Percentage supply and profit, of course, has been edging up again. If we go out, let's go to the 2-year. Last time, see, we were at 39,000. So last time we hit 39,000, we were at about 93% of the supply was in profit. We've really given ourselves a lot of headroom to get supply back in profit again. Heading right along to Bitcoin drops after Musk tweets of breakup. Yeah, apparently it was some 6% drop, but the truth is that this is really a low drop compared to what it has been in the past. So, yeah. And if you're Bitcoin-based trading, you may be in the midst of picking up, because if Bitcoin drops 6% and Cardano drops a little more than Bitcoin does at 8%, and DOT drops 11%, that means that it's good buying for Cardano and DOT, as those will probably still outrun Bitcoin. Heading along, Jan and John, who are the Johnny Yan, are the some of the co-founders of Glassnode, which I use for analytics, are showing that they've got a chart right now that has total supply held by short-term holders versus long-term holders. We are heading back towards the short-term holders getting rid of their supply and the long-term holders picking up their supply. This is the battle between long and short-term holders, and you want to be a long-term holder. Yes, you do, because these short-term holders are about to lose a lot of profit. Yeah, that's kind of our day today. How is everyone doing? I'm going to see here. How are some of our poop coins that we've generally looked at? Pond. Poop. KNC did a pump the other day, but it is still looking pretty poopy. Got to be careful with KNC. I know there's some money opportunity there, but it is a mess. Ren, also, still looking like poop. That is a huge drop from its high. Doge at 36 cents. Oh, maybe I'll make money on Doge. It takes more money to move the supply of Doge. How many times do we have to tell you this? FTM. What? Oh, you want me to look at FT? Is that a? I don't know. Phantom. Goodness sakes. See, there's some ability, but the problem is you've got these lower lows. It's always the lower lows. We'll do kind of a swing low to swing high. That shows us, yeah, it's been fighting. See, this right here is providing a lot of resistance, and it is not getting into that zone. If it keeps bouncing off the resistance here on the 0.786, that is likely going to be heading much further down. It's not hitting through, and this is a resistance that it actually set up. If we extend the line to the left, you can see over here, it's a resistance that got set up way over here in April. All the way over in April, the early part of April, it set this resistance up, and now it's having trouble getting through it. Hopper snuck in a 4% gain on KNC a few hours back. Good for you, sad face. Glad to hear. Yeah, if you guys are wondering what Hopper is, wondering what profit scalping is, we are a community of algorithmic traders around Crypto Hopper and the DexStrats group. We use a scalping formula that gets us through about 1.5 to 2% gains per trade, lots of trades per day, and then the Profit Hero, which does about 6% gains, that holds a little bit longer. It all depends on your personal preference and how you like to trade. I'm more of someone who likes a lot of volume. Yeah, but there are some people who like low volume and high gains. Had KNC buy. Hey, Steven. Had KNC buy and sell 4 or 5 times yesterday on Profit Hero myself as well, going anywhere or just pump and dump. You know, if we want to really figure out if KNC is on a pump and dump, we do have to drop from the 4-hour probably down. That looks pumpy. Let's go to the 30-minute. I'm going to say 30 minutes probably good on this one to see what's going on. That is a huge pump. Lots of volume. Pump, 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 pump. Someone tried to move it. Someone definitely tried to move it. And it's since I'm not seeing a Bart Simpson pattern, but now pay attention. If this goes from, let's do this, if we at some point go back down to this level, this forms a Bart Simpson. And that is a full pump and dump that started over a couple of days ago, June 1st. So I would be very careful at this point because you're heading towards the other side of Bart Simpson's head. It very well could be a pump and dump. What would we look at for this not to be a... I just created more things on this than I wanted to. There we go. I would think... Let's see here. Let's see if we can make some sense out of this real quick. That's kind of swing low, swing high. Yeah. If it breaks this, if it breaks the $2.16 level... and it falls back into the from the 618 over to the 786, I would say we're heading towards definite manipulation and a total pump and dump. Hey, Carl! I turned the Hopper buying back on when it hit its lowest point. Made a nice few gains due to a lot of buys waiting. That's great to hear, Carl. Good to hear, man. Mark Rickard, nice. Had a 47% KNC trade yesterday. Yeah, it looks like there was definitely some... insane. What did we... It did 89%. Yeah, so you theoretically could have hit one or two of these troughs and actually made huge gains, because that's where's my tools. There they are. They blend in. They should do it totally different. Like this one right here is a 52%. This one right here is a 34%. Yeah, this is definitely, and there's no way of knowing when these are going to happen. That's a 42%. That's 3 specific trades that if somehow you could have magically got onto them, you could have had serious gains going on. One buy and sell was 59 seconds. It was crazy. Oh, it looks like it. I mean, this whole thing looks like it was crazy. I mean, if I go to 5 minutes, I'll bet some of these are literally, yeah, like... That first one was a huge amount of cash inflow. But again, like, be wary. We're on the line. So if you've got positions open on that, that line gets broken. That's going back down to $1.60. Current position is minus 30%. Dude, my entire life is minus 30% right now. I'm still expecting a couple more weeks before my... whole life is no longer minus 30%, but there you go. That is the KNC. We'll just save that because that's some fun movement. I love seeing that stuff. I mean, these are even some nice smaller movements in between on the 5 minute if you're trading fast enough. Yeah. Storage anchor. $1.10. Wow, those are some good movements on storage yesterday. That's 16%. That is some market volatility. That is an 11%. But the problem is that if you hit that 12% and then it buys on the way down thinking it's still going up, that's the big problem when, like I've noticed with scalping, is that I'll hit 3 of these and then all of a sudden it's like I've got a buy that's got me down loads and loads and loads, because there's no way of knowing when that final buy is going to like get you stuck in a position. But that is some serious cash inflows. Moving those markets. Someone decided to be a market maker and really push that up. And whoever that is, they definitely got out before the third one was over. Yeah. So good to see you, Carl, by the way. I don't think I've seen you on the channel before. And Steven, you've definitely commented before. So glad to see you guys, and glad to see you too, Sadface. If you guys haven't already, do make sure you hit the subscribe button. It looks like this on the screen. It's that wonderful subscribe and the notification bell. I do go live 4 days a week, Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. The timing is somewhat inconsistent at the moment. Sometimes it's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes it is 10 a.m. I try to do it a little bit later for our West Coast friends if I can, but sometimes earlier is good. In the Dex Discord, Carl D. Cool. Excellent. Thank you for subscribing, Carl. And hit that like button, guys, because we're going to get into the algorithm. We're going to turn this into the fun channel that's all non-FUD. I don't like FUDdy people. I don't like people that are scared of the market. If you're scared of the market, don't put money in. Just don't. Save yourself the trouble. Don't put money in. Graph has been something that's come up periodically. Wow. Okay, I'm on the 5 minute. I've got to get off this. This is making me go nuts. There we go. Zoom out. I like the 4 hour charts. They don't make me quite so nervous. Thank you so much, Carl. Thank you for the like. Yeah, I get nervous when I look at the 5 minute charts. I've got to be on the 4 hour or the 1 day charts, so I'm not so nervous. There we go. Things look a lot calmer, if you could call that calm. Coinbase, the value of Coinbase is still, yeah. Goodness sakes alive. Who would get wow, I can't. That's Coinbase and Coinbase futures. Yeah. That's kind of our day, guys. Binance is definitely still not totally. It's a buy. Oh, I've been seeing a lot of news about people starting to talk about Bitcoin Cash and BSV, talking about getting them delisted. I think there's going to be a huge movement for exchanges to delist these because they're causing a lot of confusion. Anything that causes confusion will likely end up getting delisted or have to be renamed. This includes you, Ethereum Classic, who causes a lot of confusion. Hey, Michael DeMattis. Wow, yikes. Hey, how are you doing? Yeah, I know. Wow, yikes is exactly how I feel when I look at the 5 minute charts. It's always how I feel when I look at the 5 minute charts. Yeah. Stellar Lumens is doing its thing. I should probably remove all these drawings. There are way too many drawings. Remove drawings. Goodbye, drawings. Yeah, that fell out of its wedge as well. I can just tell, just looking at it, it fell out of its wedge. But it was definitely trying to get up. Everyone's trying to get up, and it's looking, if you look at these wedges, and I'm on the 4 hour, it's looking like at some point this weekend, we're going to get our confirmation on where the price movements are going to be heading. That may be positive. That may not be quite so positive. Who knows? No one knows. It's okay. See, there we go. It's bouncing off of the swing lotus. There we go. It bounced off. Now it's attempting to figure out where its next leg is going to be. That's kind of a swing low to swing high. There we go. It's finding its support. Everything's moving up. Yeah, man. So I'm going to head out. I'm going to get my day started. I'm going to get some fresh air. So I suggest you do that as well. Go out, walk the dog, get away from the charts. Stop looking at the charts. They aren't going to improve your mood. They aren't going to make your life better, but you can make your life better yourself by getting out, getting some fresh air, and getting some exercise. And not being so anxious. Things are moving. We're in the middle of a bull cycle. Things always end up coming down a little bit, which is a great buying opportunity. Buy for long term, hold for long term, and realize that really a lot of these gains are 5, 10 years out, and that's okay. That's fine. That's normal. What's not normal is these 30, 40, 50, 60, 80% moves, which drive everyone nuts and drive them to pull their hair out. So yeah, go get some fresh air. I'm going to go get some fresh air. Take care of yourselves. I will see you all soon, and thank you so much for tuning in today.